Imagine this: you're living in ancient Egypt. The pyramids tower over the desert like stone gods, the Nile flows endlessly, bringing life to a world both beautiful and brutal, and you've just been handed a job that nobody, absolutely nobody, wants. A job so grim, so grotesque, that even the bravest villagers shake in their sandals at the thought. Before we dive in, quick question: if you were offered a paycheck in ancient Egypt, but it meant dealing with rotting corpses every day, would you take it? Stick around, because what comes next will shock you. This job wasn't written in gold on temple walls. It wasn't celebrated with songs or carvings. It was the dark underbelly of one of the world's most advanced civilizations, the role of the tomb cleaner. And no, we're not talking about the ceremonial priests who handled sacred rites. These were ordinary workers, often slaves or the lowest-ranking laborers, tasked with entering tombs filled with, well, let's just say, things that would make your stomach turn. According to Egyptologists like Salim Ikram and research published in the Journal of Egyptian Archaeology, these tomb workers were not just cleaning dust. They faced mummies in advanced stages of decay, insects that had been feasting for months, and the overwhelming stench of death itself. Many of these tombs had been sealed for decades, sometimes centuries. Imagine opening a door that hasn't moved since your great-grandparents' grandparents were alive and stepping straight into a nightmare. Interestingly, researchers have found evidence of protective measures, amulets, spells, and inscriptions warning of curses. This wasn't superstition alone. Modern toxicology studies show that decomposition gases, like cadaverine and putrescine, can actually make people nauseous or even sick. So yes, part of the reason these jobs were shunned was scientific, not just mystical. And here's a human twist: workers were sometimes paid in beer and bread rather than gold. Not exactly the retirement plan most of us dream about. Yet, despite the horrors, this job was essential. Without them, tombs would collapse, treasures would rot, and the sacred journey of the pharaohs into the afterlife could be, let's say, severely interrupted. If you're curious about how the living dealt with the dead in ways that shaped modern embalming techniques and why ancient Egyptians were actually pioneers of hygiene, in a very weird sense, you're going to want to keep watching. What's even more fascinating is how this dark role mirrors some modern professions. Think about forensic pathologists, crime scene cleaners, or disaster recovery workers today. Dangerous, emotionally taxing, and sometimes horrifying, yet absolutely vital. Spoiler alert: it wasn't just about bravery, it was about strategy, grit, and sometimes sheer luck. Archaeologists have uncovered fascinating evidence of the tools these workers used. Small chisels, bronze hooks, and specially designed brushes weren't just for cleaning dirt. They were meant to carefully remove debris, deal with fragile mummies, and even extract insects without damaging priceless artifacts. According to a 2018 study in the Journal of Archaeological Science, the design of these tools suggests a surprising amount of engineering thought. Workers weren't just scavenging, they were problem-solving under extreme conditions. But even the best tools couldn't fully protect them. Many tombs had collapsed over time or were home to swarms of beetles, rodents, and yes, venomous snakes. Human remains were often so decomposed that simply moving through the tomb required layers of linen wrappings and sometimes masks soaked in resin to reduce exposure to harmful gases. In fact, chemical analysis of residues from tomb cleaners' masks suggests they used aromatic resins similar to early disinfectants. These ancient safety measures might have saved lives more than anyone realized. And here's the psychological side: some workers reported strange hallucinations or feelings of being watched. Modern historians think this wasn't just superstition. Living for hours in near darkness, surrounded by decaying bodies, can induce sensory deprivation and paranoia, a phenomenon we now study in extreme workplaces like submarines or space stations. What's even stranger is the social dimension. Some tomb cleaners became surprisingly influential. Inscriptions found in workers' villages, like the Deir el-Medina settlement, show that those who survived the horrors could rise in status, sometimes acting as supervisors or even informants to pharaohs about tomb security. They were both feared and respected, the ones who danced on the line between life and death every single day. Now, let's talk rituals. To ward off spirits and curses, tomb cleaners often wore protective amulets and recited spells. Archaeologist Salim Ikram notes that some spells were humorous, almost like the workers were joking to cope with stress. Imagine mumbling, "May your scorpion sting someone else," before scraping centuries-old dirt off a royal sarcophagus. It's both chilling and strangely relatable. Humans have always found humor in dark places as a survival mechanism. And here's a reality check: despite all precautions, injuries and sickness were common. Broken bones, infections, and respiratory issues from inhaling mummification chemicals were part of daily life. Yet somehow, ancient Egypt's tombs were maintained. These workers were the unsung heroes of history, the invisible hands that preserved one of humanity's greatest cultural legacies. If you think surviving a tomb was tough, it only gets stranger. In Part 3, we'll uncover the eerie stories of workers who defied death or didn't, and the rituals that bordered on the supernatural. You'll also see how these ancient practices influence modern archaeology and even horror stories today. Here we are, the final chapter in the story of the job nobody wanted in ancient Egypt. By now, you've seen the tools, the dangers, the insects, and even the curses. But what really kept these workers coming back, day after day, into tombs that smelled of centuries-old death? The answer is a mix of survival, duty, and belief. Tomb cleaners weren't just laborers, they were guardians of the pharaoh's journey into the afterlife. Ancient Egyptians believed that if a tomb was disturbed or neglected, it could disrupt the soul's passage and anger the gods. Archaeological studies, including inscriptions in Deir el-Medina, show that workers took oaths to protect the tombs. Breaking this oath wasn't just a legal offense, it was considered a spiritual crime. And in a society where the afterlife was real, that was terrifying. Some of these stories get downright chilling. Hieroglyphs hint at workers disappearing mysteriously or suffering sudden illnesses, which historians believe were either accidents, exposure to toxic gases, or, as locals claimed, curses. Modern researchers, like Dr. Salima Ikram, suggest that many curses were probably the result of mold, bacteria, or even psychological stress, but in the moment, these workers faced something they couldn't fully explain. Imagine working with your hands inches away from what people believed could reach out from the grave to punish you. And yet, for all the danger, these workers left a legacy.